Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be speaking about another topic, sadness, which is actually very much inspiring. So speaking of sadness, I used to be kind of person who is really curious about, sadness by definition, and um, I really wanted to find out more, especially how it feels deep down inside. And I believe that sadness could actually happen in a wide variety of means and situations. For example, if one of your members in your family passed away, um, you know, you soon realize that you won't be able to see them again. You won't be able to talk to them, anymore, like for the rest of your life. That moment could actually cause the outpouring of grief in your life. I actually don't know, but what is certain is like sooner or later, everybody in this entire world will, end up saying goodbye, either in silence or by surprise. And let's say if it is by surprise, then it means, that person goes without really saying goodbye, or, it happens because of, let's say, accidents, or maybe it just happened, like without any specific reasons or causes. And that one could create your whole life, in a state of shock. Truthfully, I've ever heard or read quite some stories, about an everlasting couple of human beings, and the story is like, about a real couple who live together both in the world and hereafter. Maybe you may have also heard this kind of story before, or maybe it also happened in your area or place. So the story was like there was a couple, an old couple, and I guess because they have been very old, then the children had also married, so they actually lived far away from them. And as parents, they just lived together. And one day, the wife was actually sick, and turns out that the wife had to say goodbye and passed away, leaving the husband behind. The husband was extremely sad to see, his wife go, because it's a part of his soul, and he had to face that moment in front of his eyes, right in front of his eyes, and his inconsolable grief made him extremely sad. And sometimes he also had to shed tears in private because he didn't want to be known by anybody else in the world. So I know it was not really easy for him, but sometimes we can't really tell like how human beings can be called as a strong people until they are left by someone that they love the most. Shortly, right after the wife's death, then the feeling of sorrow really hastened his death, and he also soon followed his wife, and then he also passed away. So basically, the lesson from this story was like, it really happens. Like they had been really much loyal to each other. They had been really much loving and caring to each other. So they really lived together, both in this world, and they also meet again hereafter. Speaking of sadness, there's also another, I don't know, like evident example, like happening at the moment, like during COVID-19. So basically, right now, a threat of virus is hanging over in my country, or maybe in your country as well, or maybe in, another part of the world. And it's really much enormous because, the virus is really taking human lives, right? And it's very much saddening to know, like in every single social media or even TV or maybe radio or maybe any platforms or devices that you might use, nobody could actually predict or even know when this really dangerous situation would find its end. And then one by one has already encountered their destiny, living the world. The situation like this is not easy for everyone, and we see human beings, we see lots of people cry, we see lots of people mourn because their loved ones died because of the virus. And sometimes it also creates an intense dislike of, each other, maybe humans to humans, or maybe country to country. So it's really really complicated, but hopefully it's ending very very soon, right? All right, back to sadness. um, well, in my opinion, it's actually fine if you are feeling sad. But you know what? Maybe when you feel sad, when someone else feels sad, you might think that it's not really fair for you or fair for us, because like we have to experience this sadness, this sad moment, and then like when you are really much sad because of certain events or tragedies until you really lose someone that you love, you might, make a lapse of judgment by sending kind of disparaging remarks, and expressing yourself in full anger, like absolutely mad, or, definitely furious, or even criticizing other people, but hopefully not God, because, we still have faith in our heart, right? So the feeling of that criticism, or being furious, is actually one of the examples of negative, impact from being sad, and it's not really good, it's not really, recommended. Why? Because it will end up feeling fears, right, in your surroundings, and people that love you the most will very much be more afraid or more worried about your condition, because they are afraid you would do, I don't know, worse things, worse cases, or even worse actions in the near future, because you are just too, stressful. And they're also afraid because you really have to experience the time of suffering, because, basically you are the only one who can control yourself, and you can only be supported by someone around you. And you know what? Your loved one are actually the best supporters to calm you down. So anyway, I think I'm always in agreement with Note saying that, everything that happens to us is actually what's best for us. Even though we have to experience like sad moments, we need to lose someone that we love the most. But, all I can say is like our destiny is really our fate, and that is actually the best thing that we can accept. So we really have to be strong to accept the reality that sometimes everything will be gone. And I know it's really hard, but I believe you can do that because you understand that everything in this entire world on this planet, is actually at the hands of God. So we shouldn't be worried too much. When you really feel so sad and you think that you have been left with little alternative, or maybe sometimes you really blame yourself, you always think that you are the only person to blame for your lost ones, for example, try not to hurl insult at yourself, at your mind, at your soul, because it will just like, make everything worse in your own life. So I think it's basically fine if you really want to, let out your feelings, just because we are humans, right? I mean, we have so many emotions, types of emotions, happiness, sadness, or even, enjoyment and so on, right? It's basically fine as long as it's not really too much or even excessive, because it's going to kill you like slowly, kill our body slowly. So if you think that you are currently feeling so disappointed, so annoyed, and you hate someone just because that person has made your life even more miserable, for example, try not to take a side swipe, because it's not a laughable idea to do, such a thing. It's just gonna make the whole situation even worse. And another thing, if you keep doing that, then it's just gonna pose another threat that can impact, negative thoughts, negative feelings in your life, and any imminent hatred or even great sadness will, will come back, and it's not exactly what we expect to happen. So above all, if you are feeling sad, if you are feeling disappointed, if you are feeling annoyed, or if you feel really angry or furious, try to forgive yourself, try to forgive anyone around you, because that's actually one of the best ways for you to calm yourself down, to make your life better, peaceful. So you can try to, gather with anyone, with everyone, especially your family, the one that you love and the one that love you the most, and your husband, your wife, your parents, your kids. Try to distract yourself with having fun with them, and you can also call your best friends because sometimes best friends are really the best supporters in our lives. And at the end of the day, if you can really manage and control your own sadness to be not really excessive, then your life won't be in for a shock anymore. So that was it. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me from in my video. So I hope you can get something new, I hope you can get inspired, and I hope we can meet again in another video with another kind of vocabulary or collocations. So thank you and see you and goodbye.